The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, please welcome Kellly. And the opponent, and Torrie Wilson.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cole and JBL here at ringside, welcoming you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hey, I got top billing tonight. I like it. Keep it up.
Well, what can I say? These Minneapolis fans have got me in such a great mood. I'm feeling especially generous tonight.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expect he's going for the pin.
1, 2. Kelley might not be the brightest bulb on the string, but who needs brains when you got a body like that?
I don't know, partner. Some of us prefer women we can actually hold a conversation with.
There's a lot of things I'd like to hold with Kelley. A conversation isn't one of them.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle. An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match. Look out! The referee's been knocked out!
And this is where things start getting interesting. Oh, the ref's out like a light. Anything goes now.
Unfortunately, you're right. There's no one to enforce the rules until the ref revives.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match, and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match.
That takes some serious skill to execute your opponent's signature move like that. There's the reversal. Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You gotta come in ready for battle.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Hey, watch your language. This is a family show.
I said exasperate. Oh, never mind.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him.
Regardless of how you feel about ECW, it's a real treat to see a diva like Kelley in action.
And I wouldn't mind seeing how extreme Kelley can get here tonight.
You might get your wish. She's an exhibitionist, you know.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. That's one of the reasons I showed up to work tonight.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars.
I know I say this a lot, but it ain't ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years.
He's taken a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure you can spare it?
And there's the reversal.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
For the sake of our show tonight, I hope Kelley manages to restrain her exhibitionist tendencies.
Excuse me? Did you just say that you didn't want to see a beautiful young woman in a state of undress?
I'm not saying I'm not interested. I'm just saying I'd like for us to not get kicked off the air.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make
You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE Superstars. Here's the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
Kelley prides herself.
Here's your winner, and Torrie Wilson.